With the latest news on the Dove, I'm Steve Johnson. Be sure to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. In the news today, President Obama says Washington does not want to dictate terms to Vietnam on improving human rights, but the president says the nations are more successful when people can freely express their thoughts and assemble without harassment. On his three-day visit to the country, the president addressed his human rights concerns.
There are still areas of significant concern in terms of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, accountability with respect to government. I should note that there were several other activists who were invited, who were prevented from coming for various reasons. And I think it's an indication of the fact that although there has been some modest progress, there are still folks who find it very difficult to assemble and organize peacefully around issues that they care deeply about.
Now, President Obama is pressing Vietnam to respect the rights of freedom of speech, a free press, and to associate and demonstrate that are written into the country's constitution. Bernie Sanders says the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia could be messy, but that democracy is always not nice, quiet, and gentle. In an interview with the AP, Sanders said his supporters hope to see a platform at the July convention that reflects the needs of working families, the poor, and young people. He says it's a choice yet to be made by the party.
If they make the right choice and open the doors to working class people and young people, create the kind of dynamism that the Democratic Party needs. It's going to be messy, you know. Democracy is not always nice and quiet and gentle, but that is where the Democratic Party should go.
Now, the Democratic presidential candidate says it's imperative that he does well against Hillary Clinton in the upcoming California primary. Still, a lot investigators don't know about the crash of Egyptair Flight 804, but a senior Egyptian forensic official says an initial look at recovered body parts suggests an explosion of some kind. It's still unknown what may have caused such an explosion, and the search continues in the Mediterranean for the debris from that aircraft, including black boxes. A $2.8 billion annual corporate tax hike is likely headed to Oregon voters this November. The ballot proposal could give Oregon the most aggressive tax climate for big business of any state in the nation. It would boost funding for public services such as education and health care. But a new state analysis shows that much broader implications could take place with job losses, rising consumer costs, and population declines. Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for our area. And for Northern California and Wairika, a pretty good chance of rain, at least 30% tonight, extending into tomorrow. A high of 70 today, 72 tomorrow, up to 73 and mostly sunny on Thursday. In the Klamath Basin area, a mixture of rain and possible lightning today, a high of 64. Then sunny tomorrow with a high of 65, 67 on Thursday, dipping down to 62 for Friday. As we move along the Oregon coastal area, some clouds, but mostly sunny today with a high of 64. 62 the high tomorrow with a slight chance of rain extending into the weekend. The temperature is not getting hardly into the mid-60s after today. As we move into the central Oregon area, Bend, 64 today, 66 tomorrow and mostly sunny, and only maybe 59 and mostly sunny for Friday. And for southern Oregon, a 30% chance of rain, but warmer temperatures with a high of 75 today, 74 tomorrow, 73 on Thursday, but perhaps only 70 on Friday. That's news and weather. You're up to date on the Dove.